the Chase Thomas Podcast, for people who have nothing but time to kill.
17, maybe it's close, but not that close. So maybe competitive for a while, but I think LSU kind of wins easily.
Okay, I like it.
So we're agreeing on that one, right?
Okay.
Keeping it moving. College game day for the first time ever is in Durham. Well, for basketball, is in Durham, not for basketball, for football. In Durham, North Carolina, for Notre Dame at Duke. And this feels like a tricky game. Last year, after the Ohio State loss, and honestly, last year was probably kind of a moral victory, that Ohio State loss, or Notre Dame's Ohio State loss, right? It was like 21-10. Like, this is CJ Stroud, all these receivers, like, oh, Notre Dame, we might be okay. And then you lose to Marshall the next week. So this one was just like a gut punch. Like, it feels like the type of game that I really do worry about the hangover. But I don't know. It was such a heartbreaker the way they lost that game at the end. But if it was Brian Kelly coach team, no big deal. It's Marcus Freeman, still a young coach. Can he get his team back up again? The big game environment, college game and everything should probably help that. But I guess that's the second week in a row. Not many teams are the opposing team on college game day 2 weeks in a row. So how do you see this game going?
I had forgotten that Marshall was after that a year ago. It's a big game, like a lot of pressure on Marcus Freeman after the 10 men on the field. Then we found out that it happened earlier last year. Did you see that? I think I sent you that tweet where it happened again last year, that this is a recurring problem for this defense that you're not even realizing.
Strategy, Marcus Freeman.
10 men on the field.
4-6.
I just think this is bad timing for Duke, because I think this Notre Dame team's a lot better than they were a year ago. The big difference here, too, with that Marshall loss versus this year, that was Tyler Buckner and a much worse quarterback situation for the Fighting Irish. Sam Hartman is a very different breed, and I think the combination of him and Audric Estime, who Pro Football Focus has him as the most missed tackles than any other Power 5 running back. He has 32 to this point. Notre Dame is 10th in third down conversions in all of college football this year. They're second in explosive plays to this point in the year. Jeremiah Love looks like he's going to be a real dude. He had a really good game last weekend against Ohio State. The biggest stat to me, Duke is 98th in getting teams off the field on third down this year. I don't think you can beat Duke if you're not getting off the field, or beating Notre Dame if you can't do that. Notre Dame is going to, I think this is actually a big win for Notre Dame. I think Duke has had a great start to the year. I think it's asking a lot for the talent disparity and where they're at offensively to be able to withstand Notre Dame and Clemson blows this early in the season. So I'm actually going to say Notre Dame, and Notre Dame wins comfortably. I'm going to go Notre Dame 34, Duke 17. I think this one's going to surprise some people that it's not close late. It's a great situation. Mike Elko's done a fantastic job. They get college game day this weekend. That's big. But I think the ground and pound, Notre Dame being as good as they are on the ground, as good as they are on third down, and as bad as Duke is, and then the explosive play factor and just Sam Hartman, steady Eddie, I don't see Notre Dame losing this game. I think Notre Dame wins and covers.
Yeah, I think Sam Hartman just kind of gives them just such a higher floor that because I think that's the Clemson win was obviously big, but what do they block? 2 field goals, multiple turnovers, and Clemson's a team that's shown like they're prone to turn the ball over, like not always playing the best offense. So Duke has been a good story, but I kind of agree with you. I kind of see it going the same way. Like, I think this is more of like a 28-17. I think Notre Dame wins and covers this one.
All right. Where are we going next, Matt Green?
All right, let's go to Friday night out in the Pac-12. We got the Utah Utes going on the road at Oregon State. And Oregon State is a 1.5 point favorite at home over a top 10 team. How do you see this one going?
I was surprised to see Oregon State favorite. Cam Rising, it looks like it's not going to go, but this is our favorite. The Friday night Pac-12.
I don't believe anything that Whittingham says at this point.
No, but look, this is it for Utah. They're losing this game. The Friday night, Oregon State coming off a rough loss on the road against a good Washington State team. Very emotional game, back and forth. The mascots were in unison. It's hard to take anything away from the Pac-2 Bowl from a week ago. But Nate Johnson is going to start on a short week. It looks like they scored 14 points against UCLA last week. They're now going on the road. It looks like it's going to be rainy tomorrow night in Corvallis. I just look at this. I'm like, this has all the makings of a Beavers holding.